Another stream starting. What was it? Episode 25? Oh, excuse me. Alright, what do we got? Alright, and we are going where? To the west. So we'll swoop down here, go here, here, then go to this little settlement over there. Pretty straightforward. Ooh. It's probably really easy to build with the wood made from these logs, considering it doesn't have any weight. I mean, it's tempting. All these hunters that I hear walking around, I don't really want to get involved. So we're just gonna try and make our way through. Uncontested. Oh, don't get stuck on anything. Gotta keep moving. How? What? I'm so far away. Crouch walk faster. Nope, don't you come over here. So I'm pretty sure that I have a skill point to spend. Son of a gun. Just keep me distracted with a good time as we make our escape. And if I have to, this bunker should be a good place to hold up and make a stand. Oh, if they're gonna shoot each other. Sure. Oh, this bunker's not as good as I thought it was. It's a it doesn't have that little dormitory in it. Hey Vigo, what's up, man? Oh, I heard the beep and it was too late to do anything about it. It's alright. Wasn't there another mech out here? I guess I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Just going about my business. Yeah, no, I had a commenter verify that you can't. That's the major conflict of the game, or at least the primary conflict. I get the feeling they took a page from New Vegas when they made Tyranny. So you have 4 paths you can take. So like in New Vegas, you can go NCR, the Legion, Wildcard, or the House path. So in this game, you can go Disfavored, Disfavored, Scarlet Chorus, Independent, or the Rebel path. I'm assuming at the point that I'm at, I'm still not like locked out of any of the paths, so we'll see where it takes me. There's so many robots here. They just don't want to stop. Because I would have preferred to have kept both Archons in line for Kairos, because that's the sort of character that I'm playing. But it doesn't seem to be an option. But I was also not very, I wasn't on very good terms with the Scarlet Chorus anyway. Holy crap. Don't stop. These things have a limited lifespan. I don't have to waste a shot on it. Yeah, no blood here. Alright, now that that's over. Jeez Louise. Oh yeah, that's right. I think I have a skill point to spend. From last stream, and I didn't spend it. Okay, now I move a little faster while crouched. That's pretty good. I'm excited about that upgrade. I don't know, but I am happy with the choice I went with, because the Scarlet Chorus is just... the voice in Nerat. Don't trust the guy. Graven Ash seems very straightforward. Oh, hello there. But I'm sure the story will become more nuanced as we go. I'm sure there's going to be a downside to picking either army. Yeah, I think you just can't control the, like, and it's a theory because I have no idea. Don't correct me if you know, but I think that he has too many voices, and as he takes in so many voices, he starts losing his mind. Or he just can't keep them all under control. But it's weird, because there was that one conversation option with a verse where I could be like, hey, it's kind of like... it's similar to the voices. But she didn't like that, so I'm curious what their association is with each other. But I'm sure we'll figure it out as we go. Hey, what's going on? Is it Enzitsu or Enzitsu? I don't know if it's like a hard eye or a soft eye. Heck yeah. Yeah, the Disfavored have the cooler armor, man. If I have a choice, I mean, it's just like in Fallout, you know, Fallout 4, I'd choose the Brotherhood of Steel because they look the coolest. Look cooler, plus Graven Ash seems the more honorable of the two. I'm curious what his fault is going to be. Because it seems like again, the Scarlet Chorus, at least the voices have been, they're implicated in like the conspiracy with the Oathbreakers now. So there has to be like downside to choosing the disfavored. Like, it's not gonna be like a completely black and white split between the two. I'm excited. Like, I want to keep playing it, but I have to, you know, limit myself to half an hour or so a day, and it's super frustrating because I want to keep playing. What skill tree did you go down, Vigo? Did you do leadership like I did, or did you go down like the DPS route? What was your talent tree? Because I'm kind of thinking I could change it if I wanted to make my main character the tank. Because there is the respec option in the game. Make my main character the tank and use a sword and board and turn Barrack into like a two-handed DPS. Because he has the skills for it. Because since I can't play the game, I do keep going through like the talent trees for the companions that I have. And theory crafting builds and stuff like that. And I think Barrack could actually make a decent DPS. So according to the map, there's no secrets here, or collectibles or anything, so it might not be worth my time going through it. Yeah, I was actually really tempted to just do like a full-on thrust build, like grabbing all the talents that improve your thrust ability. But I really want to get down to that, I guess the ultimate ability, or like the last ability you unlock in the leadership tree when you place down that banner. Because I'm all about being the front line, like inspirational main character. You know, paladins, cavaliers, the whole shebang. And that's right up my alley. And plus, I love auras. I love passive auras that you can just buff your whole team with. Can't get enough of it. Yeah, my Sunder still hits pretty hard. I mean, I'm not building into DPS. I think I'm going to. I was split about going the agility tree and getting arrow shield. But since my parry and dodge are leveling up the same pace, just about, I don't think there's any reason to get arrow shield since my parry isn't better than my dodge. That'd be better if I was using a shield. So I think what I'll do instead is get instead of investing into the agility tree, just getting some of the passive upgrades to two-handed weapon damage. So I have a little bit more oomph behind my attacks. Though right now I think I'm still dealing the most damage out of the entire party, which isn't saying a whole lot, but granted, I haven't really paid attention to Barrack's damage because I just kind of lock him in place and then control verse in my main character. I know, I'll probably end up streaming a second playthrough of that game because I'm really excited to go a different path already than what I went this time. I haven't spoken to her yet. I just got her in my party, and I'm trying to finish speaking to Lantry, and then I'll speak to her in the next episode. And see how I feel. I haven't really looked at her talents yet either, so I don't know what she has to offer. I'm gonna wait until I put her in my party and see what she can do. I do like her little combo ability that she does with the main character, where she heals and heals allies, harms enemies. Seems like a lot of fun. I also like Lantries because it hastes your main character, and I love haste. It's probably my favorite spell in any game. This is the... you see it down the bottom right, the clock 17. It's the yellow version of it. Yeah, I imagine she's not going to like siding with Kairos very much. But I'm already in good standing with her, though. And she hasn't even joined my party yet. But I do like Lantry. I like his personality anyway. So... I feel like it's gonna be hard to choose between the companions in this game, because unlike... Like, they're semi-stereotypical, but they have a lot of unique traits to them. Like, Pathfinder, like, all the companions felt very generic. But the, companions in Tyranny seem a lot more unique. And I like all of them so far, so it's gonna be hard to choose. Which ones to take with me? Oh, sorry, Matthew. I didn't see your comment. Be hard to steal a jet because, for the most part, they don't usually keep aircraft fueled unless they are the mission-ready aircraft. So typically, only like what 3 to 5 aircraft will be fueled at one time. For missions, and then backup. The rest of them won't be fueled enough for a flight. Hey, what's going on, man? Good morning to you as well, or evening from here. I just ate dinner. Yeah, well, it doesn't seem like there's a reason to be here. No collectibles or anything. I'm sure we come back here for a quest. Or mission, whatever they're called here. But there are unmarked collectibles, and I might stumble across one of those if I'm lucky and diligent enough. Uh, 18 minutes ago. So I haven't been streaming for very long. Got a somewhat late start because I was eating dinner a little later than I usually do. And then I had to make my hot chocolate, so there's another couple of minutes. 18. 1-8. I started at, like, what, 6:14? That math isn't right. Well, it says 20 minutes ago. Yeah, so 6:14. I don't know if mobile has it, but if you're watching this stream on PC, if you look beneath the stream itself, it should say when I started streaming. At least it does for me, but it might be different. Well, no, because I'm watching it as a viewer, not as the host. Because I don't have dual monitors yet. But that will be, well, I'm going to buy an SSD before I get another monitor. Another SSD. And then I'll get a monitor. So I'll have to rely on my crappy laptop for my streams. Hello there. Well, yeah, Vigo, not all of us can time travel, so you're a special case. Yeah, no, I'm still exploring. I think you missed some this area, which there wasn't a lot there except for some combat. And then just right here. Don't really care for that. Anything in here? Vigo, did you make any progress on your Calidus Assassin yet? Yeah, and I keep trying to swap between weapons really fast. I'm playing, like, Mordhau and stuff like that. Or, Vermintide. I used to be able to, like, scroll wheeling through weapons really fast, but you can't do that in this game. A preview of my weather. That's a spirit. Yo, Tyranny's a fun game. Like, I don't know. I don't understand why I got middling reviews on release. I guess because it's supposed to be a shorter CRPG. But short doesn't mean bad. There's a lot of dialogue, though. I know a lot of people don't like a lot of dialogue, but it doesn't matter to me. As long as the dialogue's good, or competent even, I don't mind it. Now, if it's like, so there's one game where there's just so much dialogue, and it's all voice acted, so it takes forever to get through. Crap, what is it called? It was put out by, Spiders. Shoot, what is it called? I gotta look it up real fast. Spider. Bound by Flame. Bound by Flame has so much like dialogue and exposition and world building. The game itself, I think, is decent. I enjoyed the game. But holy crap, that dialogue. There's just so much of it. I just remember sitting there waiting for people to talk and talk and talk and talk. I guess we'll head south. Is that the better way to go? Because we've explored these areas. I guess we could go here next. I think it'd probably be better to go this way, hit here, then cut up here. Knock that out. Then we just have these large settlements down here. So that's what we'll do. Yeah, Planescape Torment's good. Some good dialogue in that game. I don't think that Tyrannies is bad. I know a lot of it's exposition. Like, at first, because Lantry didn't have a lot to talk about, I assumed that Barrack and Verse had as much dialogue as they did because they were representing the two sides, like between the two armies you have to choose between. But now that we've finished that Ascension Hall quest, Lantry has a lot to say too, so... I don't know. Still don't mind it though. There's a lot to learn in the game, and I want to be as educated as I can so I can make the best choices that I can. Well, don't spoil it for yourself, man. You'll see it in my Let's Play. Probably next episode. I think our other magic type is moon magic or whatever it's called. If I remember correct from back when I read the companion descriptions. That was years ago. Which is a pretty cool theme, like the water and the moon magics being combined like that. Speaking of dialogue-heavy CRPGs, the next one that I'm going to play is a very dialogue-heavy game as well. No, she's not a mage. He's talking about a fifth companion that I haven't run across yet in my Let's Play. I do regret reading about all the companions before playing the game, but it was so long ago I didn't think I'd remember it as well as I do. And of course I made a similar mistake to Wrath of the Righteous, though I didn't commit them to memory. I don't know what all the classes are for Wrath of the Righteous. I think I know 2 or 3 of them. Yeah, I know 3. No. Ebb is the mage, and then there's another beast woman companion. Anyway, sorry to mute my mic, I had to cough. Nope, gotta do it again. There we go. Speaking of dialogue-heavy games, the next RPG I'm going to play gets a major update next month. So that'll be coming to the channel probably after 13, depending on what the release date is for it. And supposedly the game doesn't have any combat, but I don't know hardly anything about it So I'm really excited to start a blind playthrough of it. If only. I don't know if those agents are going to survive the events of 13 or not. So I've never beaten it. Oh, over encumbered. We'll place one of these down. Why not? Oh, knee grenades. Is this the official bunker? No, it's all the way over there. This is something different. It affects recovery time, so it affects the cooldowns of spells, and that should be it. It isn't, there's not a chance or whatever to cast spells. It just it's all about recovery time, from what I understand. So you could easily put a mage in heavy armor and, you know, have them do whatever you want. They'll just be a little bit slower at doing it than everybody else. Or I guess someone in light armor or no armor. Same across the board. I do wish there was, like, I don't know, some abilities that were faster in heavy armor, which I guess wouldn't make sense. But because from what I see, it seems like it's another game that favors light armor and like dexterity and stuff. Where, once again, heavy armor gets penalized. But it looks cool, so. Oh, for your main character? How do you... If you're ahead of me, how did you just get your first spell? Or did you, How many spell slots do you have? Oh, it's not. It's just another CRPG. I'm keeping it vague, because I don't know if I want to reveal what it's going to be yet, or if I'm going to just upload it and surprise everybody. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it before, though, so it might not be as much of a surprise. Neither did I. Did you take points out of your, like, wits stat? I don't know if you, Does wits give you spell slots? I know it increases spell power. You start with, like, what, 4 spell slots? And once I learned healing magic, it was hard for me to turn down giving everybody some sort of self-sustain. And some sort of buff that complements their, I guess, their armor type. Special blur for people that use dodge and whatever else, and then Titan's touch for vitality and might builds. Oh, he's fine. He does not need food. It's been an hour and 40 minutes. Plus, magic is an easy way to gain experience since your lore stat levels up whenever you use magic in combat. It's an easy way to gain experience. And gain experience for a very important, well, not, it is an important stat because it helps with all those speech checks. What do we got here? Mepis, long time no see, man. It's going good. That's right, you weren't here. I won an award for my writing. Well, I haven't gotten it yet. I get it in April. But through the school, because last semester we had to submit one of our works in one of my writing classes to the school's like book that they publish as part of our final exam. I got published in it, and then they the English staff came together and decided who's going to get what award, and I won the Creative Writing Award. So it's going pretty good. Just took a midterm today and wrote a 6-page essay in about 40 minutes, so. It's been a pretty productive day, all things considered. Shoot. Charles something. I have to look it up because I can never remember the name of it. But something exclusive to the school that an alumni had set up in honor of their favorite teacher. The story isn't that impressive. It was just about my grandfather. It was creative nonfiction, which is not my favorite thing to write about. Honestly, I didn't think it was that good. But I didn't submit anything else to the book, or to the committee, or whatever you want to call it, for the book. The editors. I would prefer to write or send in one of my actual fiction pieces, but I thought those were much better. The old Pathfinder one, or like the second oldest, or the newest? Because I have 3 Pathfinder series on the channel. Well, thanks, man. Yeah, I was completely caught off guard because well, actually, I had missed the email because I didn't realize it was addressed to me when they were asking for my info for the award. And so they had to actually contact my teacher to send me an email. Because my school sends out like 40, sometimes 50 emails a day. It's insane. And so, I ignored it because I didn't think it was addressed to me. Like, I skimmed over it. But since it didn't have my name in it, it just said you. I'm like, well, this isn't for me. And so I didn't respond to it. I actually missed the deadline by a day, so I might not get it. But the person who I sent the email to acted like everything was in order, so who knows. Oh, that's the, Beneath the Stolen Lands DLC. Yeah, that's a, that's a pretty short playthrough. I might revisit that. I wouldn't mind getting some more Pathfinder in before Wrath of the Righteous releases to get warmed up. Yeah, I don't know why they had it in the car, but maybe it bugged out. Then I found a shotgun inside of a seat one time, so who knows. Alright, and where to next? I guess we'll go down here. Then circle back around up this way. Was there a couch in there? I didn't even see it. Did he die? Or did he just go unconscious? Hector, long time no see to you too, man. Everybody's coming out of the woodworks. Whoop, didn't mean to jump there. Could hurt myself. What's the best way to get around this mountain? I guess this way. See, it's right up here, though. It's got to be way up here. Come on. I guess what I meant to say earlier, as far as school is concerned, I'm kind of stumbling into success. That's how I worded it. Supposedly there's even a cash prize for the reward too, but since it's a liberal arts thing, I don't suppose it's going to be like anything substantial. It's like a $25 gift card to Denny's or something. We don't have a Denny's in my town. Over it, but I need to land on top of it. And there's not really a strip for a jet here. Well, no. Yeah, I couldn't land here. He showed up to a couple other things. He changed his name. He's not Jupes anymore. But I haven't seen him in a little while. I think he showed up to one or two of these streams. I haven't seen him since. All this game is his cup of jam. What was the last thing he showed up for? He showed up for Mordheim. So I guess Warhammer and CRPGs, he'll be here. So not even a reason to come up here? I'm at the end of this little road, I guess. I guess not. That's fine. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll go over here and then work our way north. Get to this little town here and take care of that side quest. One thing at a time. Well, that was really dumb. Aircraft are extraordinarily fragile. When it comes to contact with the ground, anyway. I had a pilot when I was deployed who landed on top of a boulder. We're in the middle of a desert, mind you. Like, just plenty of open ground. And they find the one rock they could have landed on and landed right on top of it. Put a hole right in the bottom of the aircraft. Oh yeah, 2021's got a lot of good stuff. So there's the game next month that's getting a huge update, so I'll be playing that. Mass Effect Legendary Edition, I'm stoked about that. Diablo, the remaster, Diablo 2 remaster, excited about that. Solasta, Wrath of the Righteous, Baldur's Gate 3. Assuming Baldur's Gate 3 comes out this year, I'm assuming the holiday season is when it's going to come out. Wrath of the Righteous is probably going to be this summer. Encased might be coming out. Don't know yet. Was it the Iron Oath? I think is speculated to come out this year as well. A few other ones. Black Legend might be coming out this year. Not as big as the other titles, of course, but it still looks pretty good. But World War Z was a fun movie. I put it like on the same level as like the Godzilla movies. Yeah, it's a movie like, I don't know, it's easy to watch, like it's a fun watch. I mean, it's no Lord of the Rings, but it's also no Open Water 2. So Open Water 2 is probably the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. And the worst part was I picked it. And after that, my friends didn't let me pick any more movies. It only took one. How am I not hitting this guy? What? Okay, get rid of his armor at least. Shot him in the butt. What happened to that World War Z game that came out? There's a lot of hype around it, like earlier in 2020. And then I think it just died in the water. It's supposed to be like a, I guess, a Left 4 Dead stand-in, but third person. It had some like neat but basic concepts, like you could set up like defenses, like turrets and stuff like that. But it was nothing like groundbreaking in it, so I don't know why it got so much attention. Because it really didn't do anything new or innovative. You handed me gray and green weapons. Is that orange juice and what's this pink one? It's not important. Did I find both the weapons here? I picked up 2 weapons. I think I did. This says only 1 of 2. Huh. Game of Thrones, it was okay. It had I mean I watched it because it was something to watch, but I wasn't super vested in it. Had a couple of favorite characters though. That I was rooting for, and I think only one of my characters didn't make it to the end. But I can't talk about it because it'd be spoilers, so enough about that. So much loot. Alright, what to get rid of? I don't want to get rid of that, if I can help it. I have an idea. Yeah, I think it had some neat concepts, but it just... I don't know, I also never read the books. I was never interested in reading the books in the first place. But the only reason I even started watching Game of Thrones is because we didn't have anything else to watch on deployment. My buddy had it on his laptop. So we watched that to pass the time after work, so... Alright, I think I'm out of stuff to drop. Well, let's just drop on the fireworks, I guess. Then immediately start picking up flares again. I invested in this in the inventory space. I'm going to use it, darn it. Whoops. Don't need that, though. Yeah, I enjoyed Rogue One, too. It says... Solid, solid movie. Didn't care for the other new ones, but Rogue One was solid. Granted, I haven't seen Solo yet. Well, in my defense, they died before we were even on back to the island. We were, like, what? Out here somewhere? Well, you weren't watching movies because you broke up with your girlfriend? I wonder if that's this bunker complex. I hope not. Yeah, I did a couple two-handed runs for Pathfinder. I did the Fear Barbarian. I had a Barbarian that was using a Great Axe, and then my first playthrough, I did the Paladin with the two-handed hammer. That one was lackluster because when the game first came out, there's only one unique variant to the Earthbreaker. The second unique wasn't... Well, I guess technically there was two uniques when I played, because there's the Cold Iron Flame version, and then there was the masterpiece done by the Orc Varask, I think. But they added another one on your way to Vorticai's tomb, which is pretty good because it gives you a bonus versus giants or giant humanoids or something like that. Which is super convenient on your way to Vorticai's tomb. And then, actually, my best run was the one with the Fear Barian. I think every single boss was feared by his, what, Cornigan Smash? Is that the one that fears off power attack, or is that, the other one? Yeah, Cornigan Smash. It's the one that demoralizes an enemy, but if you have a point into Thug, or a level into Thug, it turns it into a fear. What was the other feat? There's another feat when you get a kill. Is it Brutal Carnage or Deadly Carnage? I get it mixed up with a feat in Underrail that has the same effect. When you kill somebody, it fears enemies around you. But yeah, I mean, it went well. I mean, my first playthrough, I had no idea what was going on, and I beat the game on challenging, so... then after that, it just got easier. I guess technically I had to use a two-handed build in my second playthrough too, because my character was holding the dueling sword in two hands. So... But that was a dexterity build. I don't really recommend dexterity builds, because they're lame. Can I go up this water tower? I don't think there's any ladders to climb in this game, so I guess not. You just go upstairs. Oh crap. This ran right past me. I will never play a rogue, so don't worry about that. Don't get your hopes up. I already have my class picked out for the next one. As far as the archetype, I'm not entirely sure yet, but I will be playing through Wrath of the Righteous more than once. I almost guarantee it. So I'll play through with the initial release, then I'll play through once like the Enhanced Edition comes out. Once all the DLCs have come out for the game. We'll do a second playthrough. And maybe even a third one like I did with Kingmaker. Nope, I'm not doing Pally. I did a Pally in I've already done a Paladin. As much as I want to do a Paladin in Wrath of the Righteous, as fitting as it would be, I'm not doing it. I'm going to do another... It's a class similar to a Paladin. I hold them on the same level. And actually in Baldur's Gate, it was a Paladin subclass. So... Well, in their defense, it is Sweden. I mean, can you keep the snow out of a building in Sweden? Or Canada? To almost quote Jeff Goldblum, nature finds a way. Nope, not Inquisitor. Think frontline inspirational knight. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, I'm probably going to play Wrath several times as well, but my playthroughs will be much slower than everybody else's. But we'll get there. But yeah, I already have a class. I'm also not going to play human, for my first playthrough either. Because I've already done a human playthrough in Kingmaker. I'm gonna play one of the new races that fits the class pretty well. Yep, it is a Cavalier Memphis. I'm a little split on which archetype to go, but I think I know which one I'm gonna do. But it might change between now and then. We'll see. Yep, I want to go Cavalier. Cavaliers are one of my favorite classes. Really, any frontline class that inspires their teammates or their allies, I'm a sucker for it. So, and with mounted combat, I'm stoked. This will be a blast. Well, thank goodness for the rebels, the AT-ATs weren't that mobile. Things would not have gone as well for them if they were. No, I'm gonna play one of the new races. I don't even know what mounts are available. I've been trying, after I looked at some of the companions and like the new classes that are coming out so I could plan my character, I've kind of just stayed away from the game so I don't spoil anything for myself. I haven't even been reading the Kickstarter updates. Jeez, alright, let's zoom out. So I'm trying to avoid all spoilers. I don't actually know. Supposedly they're not even in the game yet. I did actually read a post that wasn't marked properly on the old Reddit, so. So I have no idea. But we'll figure it out we'll figure it out as we go. Also, I don't need to play a Paladin in Wrath of the Righteous because there's a Paladin companion, so that'd be a little redundant as well. And I don't really want to be alignment restricted on my first playthrough again, like I was for Kingmaker. Yeah, I started out reading the Kickstarter updates, and I was like, you know what? If they, say a little too much, I just don't want it spoiled for me. Nope, don't worry about it. No, I already know what mythic path I'm going to go for as well. If I can. If I can't get the one that I want, then I will go, then I have a backup plan as well. So. Well, also I'm not playing a Paladin, so. But yeah. No, I know, I've got my character planned out. I'm really excited about it. So now I just have to wait to play it. I still have to decide which archetype for the Cavalier I'm going to go. Because there's two that I want to play, and I don't know which one to do. I'm leaning more towards one of them, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm being a little cryptic on purpose. Because I don't know how much I want to spoil for the Let's Play. They've improved the graphics, I think, a little bit. The specs shouldn't be much higher. I haven't actually looked at them. I guess since I've already said I'm going to play a Cavalier. So the two archetypes I'm split between are the Gendarme and the Knight of the Wall. I'm leaning more towards the Gendarme than I am the Knight of the Wall, but we'll see. Yeah, if it's that bad, you don't have to worry about real time with pause anymore. The game's gonna do it for you. You just play in real time and not worry about it. Should be dead ahead, right? Unless that marker is just for this general area. Might be over here. We'll see. Well, take care, Matthew. Glad you could stop by. Hope you have a good rest of your Sunday. If you don't, well, it's probably because you left the stream early. So that's on you. Yep, these little towers, a lot of the times have one of these things underneath it. So another collectible down. Oh, it's fine. He doesn't know what he's talking about. But also the mechs could probably use some new root form since I'm, you know. Kicking their butt left and right. I mean, what chance do they have? You know what? Well, the shotgun's not here. I have a little icon on the map. Never mind. Resurgence, I think is what it's called. But yeah, I'm stoked for it. I saw it as like, I don't want to give Blizzard any money because I don't like what they've become, but... I mean, talking about nostalgia, right? Well, supposedly, a couple of like the big YouTubers and streamers that still cover Diablo 2, like Mr. Llama, they're endorsing it, like because it's just like a visual update and a couple of quality of life improvements. They're not changing like the basic gameplay. So I've got pretty high hopes for it. So I watch Mr. Llama pretty regularly because I love me some Diablo 2. And from what he said, it seems like they're keeping everything the same except for the visual updates. They're changing a couple mechanics, like there's going to be a shared stash, so you don't have to have mules anymore. I don't think anybody knows if they're going to keep some of the bugs in the game that people, you can use for exploits or not. Like the one where you can have two abilities equipped at the same time. And stuff like that, so. No. I don't think Mr. Llama would do that. I've been watching him for a long time. He's fairly honest when it comes to games and stuff, so. I never caught him, or he doesn't seem like the dishonest type. But he could be fooling me. But as always, I mean, cautious optimism is the best approach. I'm excited for it, but yeah, I'll see what it's like when it comes out. Well, he makes good money doing what he does. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm sure he still got paid. I think he was on part of like the Q&A panel for the game. Then Riker's another I haven't listened to or watched Riker's opinion on the D2 remaster yet. But see, it's also a remaster, not a remake. Warcraft 3 was a remake, wasn't it? So it's a little different as well. But yeah, I mean, I don't personally know Mr. Llama, so I mean, obviously I don't know him, like if he's actually, if he has any integrity or not. But what does he do with From Software? I know he covers the content, but I don't know what he does. Is he paid by them? I don't really watch his stuff because I don't really care about the Souls games that much. I don't know. I hope they don't botch it because Diablo 2 is one of those games, like, when I was in middle school, I played the crap out of it. So I do have high hopes. And if it is quality, and I decide to do like a full playthrough of all the Diablo games, which, yes, does include Diablo 3. But I'll play a class I never played, so it's kind of exciting for me. I already have all my classes picked out for the entire run, so... Also, it depends on how good Diablo 4 is, if it's any good at all. He's always like that. But I mean, all he plays is Diablo 2. So again, the remake that's been in, or I guess the remaster, not remake, that's been rumored for, like, what, a decade now? I mean, everybody's excited about it. So... Oh, are you talking about video, or are you talking about Mr. Llama? You want to watch the sunset? Where's it at? Let me see the sun. Is it over there, behind those buildings? Get that sunset. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Like, the Souls games, I enjoyed my time with Dark Souls 1. And Demon Souls. I mean, I love Demon Souls. But, I don't know. The aesthetic of, like, 2 and 3, I just couldn't get into it. Everything was so, like, wispy looking and stuff. Like, there was no, like, bulky armor. Like, I actually prefer Lords of the Fallen over Dark Souls, which all the Souls fans would probably crucify me for. It's like, that's just a worse Dark Souls. Yeah. It looks cooler. So that's what I care about. Yeah, sorry, I misunderstood. Yeah, I don't watch his stuff a whole lot. Like, I think I watched, like, a lot of his Prepare to Cry back in the day, but I don't watch any of his, like, new stuff. I don't know what I'm doing over here. What am I doing? I'm trying to fight this guy. Alright, let's dance. I'm still out in the open. Such a bad idea. I don't have any cover. What was I thinking? I'll just take it on the chin. Yeah, actually, now's probably a good time to burn through some of those adrenaline shots I have to reduce my weight. I mean, it's like he's using them, right? Well, I guess he is. He is using them right now. There we go. Let's get rid of this darn rocket launcher so he has to run towards me. Actually, just take out his leg first so he can't charge me. I'm letting him beat me, don't you worry. This is all planned. Gotta reduce that inventory capacity I've been lugging around this whole time. This is a calculated decision. Did I just go through that? There we go. What you got, buddy? You gonna limp at me? Oh, nope. I didn't take out his leg. So Mepis, what was your class in Diablo 2? What was your favorite class? Since we were on the subject, before I start picking a fight with the robot that I didn't really pick a fight with. Sork, ugh. Boring. Oh gosh. How are they still running at me? No, Sork is really good. I had some good times with this Sork. What was your, what tree? Ice, lightning, fire. Yeah, see, Druid was my favorite class. Once he came out, anyway. Hardcore only. Alright. Yeah, I was a druid pally guy, but also enjoyed the necromancer. Necromancer was actually my first class. You see, I really like the barbarians in all the Diablos, like 3 and 2, but the druid was just so much more fun. I don't know, the playstyle was more fun for me. But I've always enjoyed the barbarians. Like, they're just solid. They don't really, I guess, stand out. I have a hard time choosing favorite classes, but I think paladin and druid eke out the victory. Yeah, Summon Necro was my first character. I tried a few other Necro builds. I could never get myself a, what's it called? Death's Web. It's like, the second rarest item in the game. So, I never got it for my, Poison Necro. Was it for Poison? Or was it Bone? Don't remember. I did have a full Trangul set, though. Which is cool, because it changed, like, the way your, Necromancer actually looked. It turned you into one of the, I forgot what they're called. Ghoul guys. Carbon animation? I do not. But yeah, I don't know, it's... all the classes and all the items were just so good in Diablo 2. Diablo 3 felt like it took a few steps back, and like even like the animation style just wasn't there. It was like too cartoony. Which sucks, because like I was stoked for Diablo 3. I even pre-ordered it back in, what, 2012 was when it came out. And it just... I played through with all the base characters, all the base classes. But obviously, that was when the auction house and stuff was part of it too. It just, I don't know, I didn't have that spark. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. They've done a lot of good work since then, like with Reaper of Souls and stuff. Like the game is in a better state. I've played it a little bit on console, but it's still no D2. So man, I had an assassin. I mean, I had a couple of every class. I think Amazon is my least played. The only time I played Amazon is when I played with my the girl that I was dating at the time. She played a Sork. A Sork. Can't talk. But the Amazon, looking back, was actually really fun. I regret not playing more Amazon. I'll probably give it a look-see. But yeah, Hurricane Druid was my jam. Hammered in and Summon Necro. The Summon Necro, I tell the story all the time, but I used to make people mad doing ball runs. Because I'd have too many summons out and it would make everybody lag. Because Diablo 2 didn't care how good your internet was back in the early 2000s. If you had too many summons out, everybody was gonna lag. Diablo 2 didn't play favorites. So half the time when I was doing ball runs, everybody's like, we're spamming at me to desummon all my minions. Good times. And I like how how effective a summon build in Diablo 2 was. Like, it's one of those, like back when summon builds didn't require like a ton of like micromanagement or anything. You just get a couple curses, you summon enemies, and that's it. It's not very interactive, but it's fun. If you're going after, like, if you want a summon build, like it's a proper summon build. I think the Druid summon was stronger because you didn't need bodies. You could just spam. I don't know if it did or not. I said that everybody was lagging when I had a bunch of summons out. I was on dial-up. I was using the People PC and AOL free trials because we didn't have internet where I lived at. Or my parents just didn't. We didn't have internet, so I used free trials for it. So my connection was crap anyway, so I hope it wasn't equalizing connections because I was bringing everybody else down with me. Yeah, amp damage, and yeah, Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden made Duriel a joke with the Summon Necro, who I think is arguably the strongest boss for where you're at in the game when you fight him. Necromancer was the only one that I got. I think I got my Necromancer to 99. It may have been 95. I don't remember. I had restartitis in Diablo 2 real bad. Like, it'd be like 1 point difference in a skill. I'm like, oh, I have to change this. Or I have to make a new character to make a new make a slight variation to my build. And I was also obsessed with the Metal Golem. I think the Metal Golem is a really cool concept for a game. Like, you don't see that in a lot of games. We have to sacrifice something, like an item, to create a golem out of metal. You know, it was cool. It's only yellow. Why can't I go in here? Oh, it's not that bunker. Never mind. That's why. I don't know. I am excited. I hope that Diablo 2 remaster is solid because I really want to play it now. I think I still have my Diablo 2 discs, so I could probably play the original anyway. If you gave me the link, it didn't work because I have links blocked on my channel because there are a lot of bots. There are a lot of bots that just post like links to adult websites and stuff like that. Holy crap! And so I have it up. I have links blocked so that I don't get all that spam in my comments. So if you post links, I never see those comments. Yeah. Well, I mean, all remakes are a cash grab. Drab. What? But yeah. I mean, if it's Diablo 2. So I'm gonna hold off on playing through the Diablo series on my channel until I know what sort of remastered Diablo 2 is gonna be. But I'm still excited about it. Just like seeing the trailer for it. I don't know, Diablo 2. I mean, that'd probably be the final straw for Blizzard if they were to ruin Diablo 2 with stuff like that, because I'm pretty sure Diablo 2 is still played by more players than Diablo 3 is now. Like, it's still a more popular game. I mean, it shows, because like Mr. Llama and stuff, like he makes a living off playing Diablo 2. Like, he just quit his job to become a full-time streamer, making Diablo 2 content. So that shows the popularity of Diablo 2. So, no, I don't think they're gonna add microtransactions. I think Diablo 2 is gonna be, I think it's gonna hold out. Could be wrong, but in my opinion, I think it's gonna be, because they had a different team do it. They didn't have like the Reforged team. I think they had like an external team or something do it, if I'm not mistaken. There was something different about the Diablo remaster. Like it wasn't handled in-house or something like that. Or it was handled in-house and Warcraft 3 Reforged was not. Or vice versa, I don't know. So. I'm a big Druid guy. I love me some Druid, but I'll probably go back to my roots with the remaster if it's any good, and go with the Necromancer. One soda? I can play bet a soda. I can probably afford to bet a soda. But I'm not a gambler, so maybe I won't bet. Jeez Louise, what's all these? Whoa, what the heck are all these ticks doing? Well, I can shoot them when they're midair, but I can't shoot them when they're on the ground. Alright. You know, I'll take whatever victory I can get. Urgathoa fanboy. No, I used to be obsessed with the idea of necromancers and like just summoning builds. That's what also originally drew me to the druid after the necromancer. I just like the idea of summons. Like even in Guild Wars I played the necromancer. So I just wanted to summon stuff and chill out. Just leave it on my countertop. Well, thanks, man. You just leave it on my windowsill because you spend all your time right there. I prefer the werebear transformation in D2, actually. Yeah, werewolf was better, but the werebear was fun. But actually, the shapeshifter was my least played tree. I preferred my hurricane druid, and then summoner druid, because that poison vine, I don't remember what it's, is it called poison vine? Was super effective. And the Ravens are pretty good too, because they couldn't miss. They also couldn't be destroyed. They got a set number of attacks, and they always hit with a chance to blind. Yeah, I didn't play a lot of shapeshifters, so I'm not familiar with a lot of the weaknesses. Because all I needed was a maul and a two-hand, a maul and hurricane, and I was set. Was that the name of the ability, hurricane? Or was it like tornado? I always called it hurricane druid, so I assume it's hurricane. Yeah, the werebear is pretty cool, and they're bringing it back for Diablo 4. So if Diablo 4 is not garbage, then I'll be playing a werebear druid in that. At least that's the plan. We'll see. Unless they add any new exciting classes to the game. Yeah, hurricane. Yeah, tornado was the other one. Yeah, you're right. Or was that whirlwind? There's too many like wind names. I played so many RPGs, I start getting the names mixed up. It's hard to keep straight. Oh, okay. Well, should have pulled the trigger. I could have gotten back out and then shot him. So I don't think there's any collectibles here. I probably don't even need to be here. Let me just go north, I guess. Go to this main quest. Yeah, owlbears. My old foe. So I think my internet might be cutting out. Let me check real quick. I don't know what's going on here. Nope, it's still working. Just my laptop's acting up. Man, I think it might be denial for me. Again, I feel like I'm usually sensible when it comes to remasters and, you know, upcoming games. But I want the Diablo 2 remaster to be good. And I believe that it will be. Like, based on everything that I've heard about it so far, like, it sounds like they're trying to stay as true to roots as possible. That's why they have a whole different team on it, other than the Reforged team. Because, I mean, Warcraft 3 didn't really, like the Reforged didn't really mess with me because I didn't play a lot of Warcraft 3 growing up, so. But Diablo 2, I mean, that was my game, so I really hope that it's hope, man. I gotta have hope. Thanks, man. Yeah, I think it's just my laptop. My laptop's a piece of crap. It's meant just for schoolwork. It's not meant to be streaming anything, so. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna wait and see, but I'm not gonna pre-order it or anything. Because fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And they fooled me with Diablo 3, so I'm not gonna make that mistake twice. These come up and smack you in your werebear form. It's not a lot to it. What? Oh, this is a DLC mission. We're not doing this. I'm not doing it yet. We'll come back here later and do it when I'm done with the main game. No, I am excited about it though, and it's supposed to come out this year too, probably during the holiday season. So, I mean, we'll find out soon enough too. Well, you get your armor set. It's all about the greater rifts now. That's the end game content. Like, yeah, the base campaign is easy peasy, but it's all about the bounties and the greater rifts and that gameplay loop. I played it a little bit. Don't even know what rift I made it to. It's like 60 or 70 or something. Nothing crazy. I wasn't pushing the hundreds yet. Yeah, well, bot stuff is what got my Blizzard account banned. But I have new email and stuff now, so I have to make a new one if I want to start playing the new Diablo games. Because I pre-ordered Diablo 3 back in 2012. I played it with all the classes or whatever, and then I didn't touch it for like a year. And then I had the urge to play it again. I was like, you know, I'll give it another shot. I went to load up the game. It said I was banned from my Blizzard account because someone had been using bots on my account. And I contested it, but nothing came of it, so that was disappointing. That's why I ended up getting Diablo 3 for console, so I could just circumvent the whole ban account thing. And because my buddy had console, and so we played it together a little bit. What, with a console? Yeah, it's a pain in the butt targeting and stuff, but I mean, it works. Meh. I thought they already had Skyrim on the smart fridge. Or was that just a joke that I saw? I didn't look into it too much because I don't have a smart fridge, so I didn't care. It wasn't too bad. Again, the hardest part is trying to target certain enemies, but other than that, it's not bad. I mean, I prefer to play it on PC, but again, I was banned. My buddy only had a PC at the time. That's the only reason I even have a console, is because my buddy didn't have a PC previously. And so I got a lot of stuff for console so I could play with them. I mean, that's why I have Rainbow Six Siege on console. That's why I have Dying Light on console. Speaking of Skyrim, I've actually had an itch to play Skyrim again as well. I have a character in mind for a Let's Play for that game. If and when I ever get around to it, we'll see. The front of this thing's so tiny. Super accurate though. Cave painting edition. Speaking of caves, who here's heard of the game Caves of Cud? Or, I don't know, it might be Cud, it might be Q'd, I'm not sure. Q-U-D. However they want to pronounce it. That game looks really good. I've had my eyes on that for years. They have a Dota animated series coming to Netflix. Don't know if you guys saw anything about that. I played Dota once, didn't really care for it. I was a League of Legends MOBA guy, so... I was a casual. What's the best way to get over here? I guess this way. And they're using the good animation for it too, from what I saw in the trailer. They're not using that stupid Dragon's Dogma animation. I'm working on it, man. I'm talking with the big wigs over at Netflix right now. What the heck is this? Oh, that's right. I'm never going to complete that. I got some more big news for the channel, guys. I want to brag about it a little bit. I got my first email. Got my first like free code for a game from a developer who wanted me to play their game. Won't be able to do it for a while, but the game came out a few years ago. It's not like new or anything. He said whenever I have the chance to play it, go ahead and I can do it. He gave me a couple of keys for free, so I'm excited about that. What, for the game? Nah. And actually, it's a game that I would normally play anyway. I'd never heard of it before. It's like a mix between Deus Ex and, I guess, kind of System Shock and Stalker. I call it like Deus Ex Stalker, if I had to call it anything. Yeah, I'm making it big, man. It's called Oaxaca, or Brigand Oaxaca. So, probably next year sometime. When my schedule clears up, I'll play it. Right? I was excited. I'm disappointed I hadn't heard of the game before, because again, it's something that I would definitely play. Yeah. I'm gonna leave all you guys behind.
Österviks polisstation. Det här är vakthavande befäl Viggo Pettersson på IGA-fabriken utanför Östervik. Varför svarar ni inte? Vi blir beskjutna. Vårt alarmsystem funkar inte och inte radion heller. Vi behöver assistans nu för helvete. Vi har miljontals liter farliga ämnen här ute och vinden ligger mot väst. En förlupen kula och Östervik kan bara ett jävla giftmoln. Fattar ni? Morden, det här är Tore i Ludvig 3. Vi vet att ni inte svarar, men förhoppningsvis kanske ni fortfarande lyssnar. Vi har förföljt fienden in i skogen 1 kilometer nordväst Hjortkvarns sågverk. Fortfarande inga tecken. Stopp.
That's the name of the game in the DLC.
Det här är Emil Sandberg och här är SR4 Nyheter den 8 november. Som vi tidigare har rapporterat under morgonen så har det framkommit uppgifter om flera dödsfall i Östertörnsområdet under natten. Polisen är förtegen om vad som har hänt, men källor till SR bekräftar att över 10 personer har bragts om livet. Det är ännu oklart i vilken utsträckning, om någon, dessa dödsfall är sammanlänkade. Ett av offren påträffades i bostadsområdet Lillå i Östervik och SR4s reporter talade med en av grannarna som varit i kontakt med polisen, Fredrik Blom.
Det är fruktansvärt.
Och du vet, jag varnar dem. Jag såg den här flygande metallsaken ovanför hennes hus igår kväll, ser du. Visst, jag sa till polisen, men de trodde inte på mig. Det var sant alltihop alltså. Morbror Kalle hade rätt. Det var de som gjorde det. De jävla utomjordingarna.
Right? It's like a Mexican stalker Deus Ex game. Really excited for it. I appreciate that. And also, I'd be more than just me, a guy with a cat and a computer. I have 2 cats and a dog, thank you. So I'd be a guy with 2 cats, a dog, and a computer. Don't undersell me like that. Alright, let me read these real fast. Oh, we already have this quest. Oh yeah, Mrs. Bring It Down. Yeah, she's around. Yeah, she's she's there. Petting zoo. Yeah. Actually, that's one of the reasons why I moved into a different apartment, was so that we could have our dog as well. So I wasn't planning on getting a dog because I really wanted a Mastiff. And then my parents happened to contact me like, hey, we have this guy who has a Rottweiler Mastiff mix. Are you interested? I was like, well, shoot, you said Mastiff. Yeah, I'd love to have a Mastiff, so. Hey, take care, man. Glad you could stop by. Hope you enjoyed the stream while you're here. Actually, I'm about to wrap up the stream anyway. That is a good stopping point. We just got all the main quests. We'll knock that out next time. And we just have this, like, southwestern corner to explore. So. She's actually not very big. I don't think she actually has any Mastiff. I think that was a lie. Whoever told my parents that lied. So. She's got a lot of skin, though. She definitely has Rottweiler. But I don't think she has Mastiff. I think she's like, what, 68 pounds, maybe? Maybe 70. So. Yeah, take care, man. Have a good week, and I'll see you next week. Well, I guess I'll see you in the comments of my videos, maybe. But stream-wise, I'll see you till next week. Alright, but I'm going to call the stream here. Like I said, this is a good stopping point. We have main quest to knock out and this area to explore, and that should be it. And then the entire mainland will be done. We just have this island over here. And then the DLC missions after that. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy the stream. I'll see you guys in the next one, hopefully. Next Saturday. So, in the meantime, stay safe, stay classy, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Yep, take care, everybody. Have a good week.